let's get some letters ready. And that's exactly our theme for the YouTube collab loop group today. And if you would like to see how I set up these fun pages, please stay tuned. What's up everyone, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. As you can see, I have my creative journal here where I come and do my YouTube collab loop group videos. And this is the last setup we have on here, and the theme was cards. And this was really fun. I used some distress oxides and I talked about self-love and sending letters or cards to yourself. So I did not want to have something similar. So I did some brainstorming and I did take out these princess sticker books from the Happy Planner. And this was the updated version that came out, and we have Princess Jasmine, and the princesses are all in a slightly bigger size. And please find my affiliate link with Happy Planner in the description. So this was the older sticker book, and as you can see, I have used up a lot of the stickers, especially with the Jasmine theme. The princesses are all practically gone. So I thought I will dive into this current book, which when I last checked was available, and this is a set of scrolls that I picked up from P&G Tree, and I usually keep all my tools handy, and the scissors, the tweezers, the paper clip, and these Magic Awakening PET flakes. They have a good mix of designs and options, so I'm keeping all those handy. And my code Priya can earn you 8% off at Journal Say. And I have some tapes from the washi tape shop and the Archer and Olive journal, the square journal. And you have Priya 10, which you could use for 10% off at the washi tape shop, Live Love Posh, Archer and Olive, Planything, and a few other shops. So I'm using my gyro card to cut around the letter. I wanted to do something in this format because I wanted to give that Disney twist, because it's been so long since I did a Disney spread. And we can always send a royal letter, a royal note, a royal scroll from Princess Jasmine. And that's exactly the theme I was going for. And if you are wondering how to get started with this fancy tool I'm using, I have a tutorial on that, and that is linked below. And if you are wondering what the YouTube collab loop group is and how to join that, please reach out to Lisa Marie, or Creatively Lisa Marie as she is known in all the social media platforms. She's a lady behind that, and I will touch on how the loop group works, but let's get started with the setup. So this is the Lotus Saga from the washi tape shop, and this is like a wide washi tape, and this is not pre-cut. So I'm just measuring out how much of the tape I will need. I fell a bit short, but that's fine. And I'm using my tweezers from Journal Say to kind of lift this, and I figured I lifted the wrong side of the tape because I think as a righty I would prefer to start from the other side. So let us now mark the width of the tape so that I can get some Dutch doors going. If you know me, you know how I love to bring in Dutch doors. And I'm counting the number of dots, or I'm just making sure I have that spot marked so that I can trim straight. And I'm using my bigger scissors. And if you ask me, you need both the sizes with the stickers, or the scissors rather, sorry. because for such jobs you do need the bigger one, and for tight spaces like these the smaller scissors always come in handy. So that is our Dutch door part of it, and we have the space we need for that wide washi tape. So I'm just going across the top part, which is cut, so that the tape can go all the way across. And this is the perfect backdrop for a lot of spreads, right? Because you have such gorgeous scenery and it can be all year round. And given that Princess Jasmine is a princess, and you have the flying carpet with Aladdin, and I thought this was the perfect backdrop for that scene that I'm planning to have. Just making sure that it comes down straight and laying it down flat with no air bubbles in between. That is crucial here. And I like to use the washi cutter to press down that tape so that it can sit snugly around the spine. And if you are not familiar with the concept of the YouTube Collab Loop group, it's pretty straightforward. You can join the loop through my video or somebody else's, it does not matter. And welcome if you're joining from another channel. Welcome to my YouTube family if you are one of my regular viewers. And I really appreciate all the love and support. And lately I did have a video where I sped up the video a bit too much, I guess, because I did not want a lot of your time being spent watching the process. So I sped it up, and the people did not like that part because they wanted to see the process in detail. So this time I'm taking that extra time to explain the process and speed up the process just enough to get things going. And this is almost real time. So coming back to our YouTube Collab Loop group. Sorry, I interrupted myself. And you can start with mine or somebody else's as I started off with. And you can continue along the loop watching the next video, the next person's video, which will be linked in the description of that particular video. And you watch that person's video and you go on until you reach back at wherever you started. So that is a great way of supporting new content creators, new YouTubers who you may not have otherwise stumbled upon. And I have gotten so many friends over the years. I think it's just over 2 years that I've joined the YouTube Collab Loop group, and I try to be consistent with it because I don't have to think about a theme, and I can just go with a spread with the theme, and the theme is already picked for us. Lisa Marie is the person who does that awesome job, and she needs the loudest shout out. It's a lot of work handling everything, getting the themes ready, putting the loop groups together. It is a lot of work. You have no idea. And I truly appreciate all that you do to keep these loop groups going, Lisa Marie. And you discover a lot of new folks, and you have such variety when it comes to the interpretation. These are different brands, these are different shops altogether. The planners or journals are totally different, and it is amazing. And in an ideal world, you will watch all the videos in its entirety, subscribe to all the channels that you come across, and you have so much learning and creativity that you get to see, and you are amazed So please drop us all something positive, something nice in the comments. And interacting is very important just so that YouTube will understand that we are all doing a good job. So every single like, comment, subscribing, everything, and sharing it with your loved ones, all of those small things that you do are really crucial in helping with the algorithm. So you can see how I'm building this Dutch door, and I'm using that scroll going off the page, yes, and with the paper stickers, I just printed them on sticker paper. And if you are ever wondering what papers I use, I have them linked in the description. If it is not in the description, it will be in the pinned comment. And I have recommendations for white mat, sticker mat, as in the paper mat, white mat, the clear one, and the removable mat. And all of those are just perfect. You can grab it. They are Amazon links. And I do earn a small cut every time you shop through my links and codes. And I really appreciate every single one of you who does that. And I'm going through the spring magic awakening, not the spring awakening, sorry, magic awakening PT flakes. And you have some magical, whimsical, and some of them are like Harry Potter themed, but I wanted to pick something magical. So I picked a couple of elements which are on the bigger side. So that's why I'm throwing in just a couple. So I think I have 3 or 4 that I will end up using. And I really, really love how fun these PET flakes are. And they are all from Journal Say. And I will try and link them individually so that you can get to the products directly. And this is in different colors, as in they have different packs and slightly different themes. And I did not want to have that pot right there, but I did not want anything overpowering the princess or anything too loud other than the princess and the scroll and the letters. So this is a letter themed one again, and I wanted to have some of these magical elements brought in, and you will see how I'm trying to move things around, and then only I will take off the backing so that we can just stick it down. The placement is also important because I want the key to be visible from both the pages. And I started with this rough idea. I did not have very much of an idea after this, but I think it came together very beautiful. And this is the candle, and I think I'll end up with this wand. And yes, I think we have kind of a placement, and I will also do this lace washi, which is from Journal Say as well. And this was, again, I think I wanted that softer background for all the purples and the softer colors at the top of the page. And I'm trimming off the excess going off the page. And as you can see, I did more things around a bit, and then I wanted to make sure I had the placement right. And before I put that down, I think I will go with the sticker book and then check out if there is anything else I would like to bring in, because I start with a point and then I let the process evolve on its own. So let me know if you have a clear idea of the spread you want to do, or you start with the process and then you start thinking about what exactly you want to do, right? So everybody is different. So I'm trying to measure the tape, and then I will use the paper trimmer, which is also from Journal Say. And I don't think I'm able to use the paper trimmer because I wanted the full length of the page, and that is not something that will fit on that paper trimmer because that's a petite little size for the table. So I'm trimming off the length I need, and then the lace washi is too wide because it will take up a lot more space than I want. So I'm going to trim at the center of that, just the small scalloped edge at the top is what I will be using. So if you can see, there is a portion with the partition, like a line in between. So that can be split into two smaller washi tapes or PET stickers. And you have, so never be afraid to cut your washi tapes or stickers or anything. All of these stationery, you can just feel free to cut it up and make it work for the space you have. So that people are really afraid to do that. And the washi tapes, these PET versions are just perfect for smaller spaces. And this just brings something, right? Can you see that? Just that small lace washi at the bottom. And you see how much more refined or polished or elegant. I don't know what to say, but it does bring in something. Am I correct? Please let me know if you agree. And I'm just trimming off the corner. And yeah, just taking the time to do that right away because sometimes otherwise I forget towards the end. If I do it right away, I think it'll be fine. And I'm going to separate these pages because remember, these are two separate pages. So I'm just using that gyro cut. This is the older one. And I had used it very well. And the blade is a bit blunt. So that's why I take it out for such uses where I can just trim the tapes and not damage the page. Because the gyro cut, the orange one, is a gyro cut pro, which is like a more advanced version. And I have linked the gyro cut also if you are wondering where to pick it up, because there are so many knockoffs in the market and this is a bit on the pricier end. I mean, I'm not talking hundreds of dollars, but still it is not like $5 or $10. It's slightly more than that, but it's well worth all that extra money you pay. So this is our smaller page in the front, and I'm going to use that washi tape in a similar way. So just taking the time to trim that off. And if you have a paper trimmer, if you can lay it down flat, straight, I think it'll be easier, but I did not want to take out my paper trimmer. I do have a couple in multiple sizes. I have the big Fiskars one as well, but I thought I will just make do with the scissors for now. So this is, I'm just trying to line up the scallop against the tape we already have from the page in the back. And this is our full Dutch door all lined with the lace. And now we will have our next layer. I almost brought in that bigger key with a butterfly on it, but I think I will use some of the florals because this is definitely inspired by Erin. Erin Smith is her channel, and I watch a lot of her videos. I've not watched much lately, but I love when she layers such softer lace or something softer with florals. When she layers them, I think it turns out really beautiful. So Thanks to Erin for this amazing idea. I'm really enjoying how this looks. So I'm going to use these clear florals, and I had used a lot of these florals in another spread which I had done as a collab with Michelle from Plan On It, and I have that was so fun. I used a lot of the florals, but I think we could bring in some here to bring in some of that spring freshness. And of course, I love bright colors, so I'm just bringing it in. And that was the Spring Allure from Live Love Posh, which came out last year. And on that note, Live Love Posh is having their new release, the quarterly edit. It's a box set, but you can pick up the individual sticker books. They are all deluxe sticker books, and you have a good selection when it comes to the seasons in there. And you have the 4 seasonal stickers, and each of them are 60 pages each, 60 sheets each. And you can again, the release is on the 28th of Feb, 1 p.m. Central. And I do have an unboxing of that video as well, and it is linked below. And please remember that the discount code does not apply on Posh boxes, box sets, and bundles. So if you pick up the individual items, yeah, it is valid. And there are a couple of journaling card decks that are also coming. I think they are so fun. People love them, especially for junk journaling. If you are into that, that is an amazing item. You get a whole lot for not much. So really reasonable rate on that. And I'm taking out the pack again to see if I have a better fit for the page in the back, but I think I will end up with the candle I had picked initially, but I still had to make sure I use them, or go through them rather. And I'm also going through the other packs to see what could be used in here. And I also want to bring in one of those feather pens and the ink bottle and maybe a journal, right? We are writing a letter, and I thought this was a fun way of bringing in the letter concept, because I could have gone the happy mail and the letters that route, but I already did something with the cards. So I like to try new things rather. So I did not want to go that way. And this is again the YouTube collab loop group. And over the years, I've done a lot of themes, and there is a whole playlist if you would like to check out all the different themes I have done so far. This is such a fun memory that I can go through, and it is a walk down the memory lane for sure. And some of them really threw me off, but I'm glad I did push through and did something creative with it. So that is the journal and the supplies for writing the letter. And I think I will just put down the candle right there. And let me know if you have done something similar. And if you were in my shoes, how would you have interpreted this theme? And if you would like to see lots of behind the scenes and would like to have a voice on my channel, please make sure that you check out the membership, which is also linked below. All the details are here, and you get to have a say on my channel. You get to vote, lots of perks that I provide, and I have very limited spots open. So please feel free to check that out. And any support would be appreciated if you are planning to join my inner circle in my YouTube family. And I'm bringing in these bigger clusters now. Let's decorate the bottom part of the page, shall we? And this will be my creative journal. Again, I will be coming and writing something here. And I like when it is decorated, and that is the reason why I have stickers or decorative planning for that matter, because just plain pen and paper does not look quite appealing to me. And if you are somebody who likes it simpler, with a simpler look, I'm sorry, you must be thinking, what are you even doing? You're just stickering it up. But trust me, I like things this way. So that's why I thought I would just decorate at the bottom. I do have decorations, but I still have some space for writing. And this is my creative journal. I come and write something around the theme that we are working on, and that is all I need. So, and by December, between all the themes that we have with the YouTube Collab Loop group, and that's usually what I end up doing with these creative journals, because this is the set of setups, or the whole bunch of spreads that I do in here are mostly based on the YouTube Collab Loop group and the different themes that we have provided. So I really appreciate all that effort that Lisa Marie puts in just to make sure that the loop groups run smoothly. And you can see how I'm using the clusters to maximize on the usage, and I'm using the scraps. I'm not throwing anything, saving the scraps if it is not being used right away. And please don't forget to check out the next person in the loop, whose video will be linked below, so that you can keep the loop group going. And please subscribe to all our channels, drop us all something sweet, something nice, and we all appreciate every single one of you who do that. So this is another set of washi tapes. This is like a black and white washi tape, and I almost put that down. I did not like how plain the top of the page looked, so I'm going to see what else I can do. So I'm not very confident I want the washi tape, so let us see. So I went and took out my calligraphs, and these are all from Archer and Olive, and they have some amazing colors. And this is my collection, which is growing. And if you are ever wondering how my craft space looks, I have a tour, and it is linked below, and I will try and link it here as well. So I'm going to have some lettering down, and you will see how I letter in with love. And on the other side, I will write, I was not sure, I debated for a bit, and then I'm going with from your love, which makes sense, right? So it is just a letter, and that is all I wanted to do. And you see how I'm keeping it very simple with my lettering, and over the years I have gotten more confident with my lettering, and thanks to all the practicing I've been doing, which I'm glad I did, because I love how smooth and effortless it is getting to me. And I'm going with this distress ink, which I do take out once in a while, and I have tutorials on that as well if you are wondering how to get started. This is a bit on the, I'm going with that antique scroll kind of color, so this is a bit with that in mind. I'm taking out my corner rounder to just round the corners of that particular page before I take out my distress inks. And please note that I will have linked all the colors, the inks, the brushes, all of that will be in the description for you. so that you can know what exactly I used. And you can see how just that inking the edge of that page, Dutch door, just brings a fun touch to that page. And please come follow me on Instagram. I do share more spreads and more sneaks, even if they don't quite get YouTube videos. And I think this is pretty much it. And please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and you turn on the bell notification as well, so that you can be sure you do not miss out on any of the fun videos coming. I thought I was almost done here, but as I look at this page now, I think it will need something. So I'm reaching for this summer shapes from Mojo Jojo Plans. And I'm not sure what is in stock when you check out the shop, but it is a good place for functional stickers if you have not checked out that particular store. So I'm using 2 hearts in coordinating colors, and I'm also trying to bring some balance with the rest of the colors we have going on. So I'm going with a purple, and I'm also going for that mauve color. So I think I'll go with 2 hearts, and we should be pretty much done. And I think that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.